everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another episode in this NXT Universe Mode series. Now, I will start by saying there's no Universe footage in this video. This is just going to be a championship tournament to crown our first ever NXT television champion. So let's have a quick look at the brackets we've got set for you this evening. We've got Baron Corbin and Heath Slater, Curtis Axel and Solomon Crowe, Bo Dallas and Johnny Gargano, and Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd. So without further ado, let's hit up our first match. And our first match in the first round is going to be Baron Corbin taking on Heath Slater. And here we go. Now I will say again, like I've done a few of these championship tournaments already, just for a bit of fun, why don't you just drop down to the comment section below very quickly and put in there who you think is going to be able to get through this tournament. Who do you think is going to win this one and become our first NXT television champion? Now, I'm going to put my money on the man in the ring right now, Baron Corbin. I've not done too well so far with guessing these tournaments, so I wouldn't take much attention to what I say. I just think with an easier start here against the likes of Heath Slater could really help him out. There's some very good people in this tournament. Of course, you've got Tyson Kidd and Tyler Breeze in there as well. They're both going to be very strong contenders. Johnny Gargano is a bit of an outsider, somebody who's worked NXT tapings a lot recently. Of course, he's not officially signed up as of yet, but he is somebody who's, I wouldn't imagine, far off being signed up. I've also got a couple of wild cards in the shape of Bo Dallas, plus Solomon Crowe as well. That's going to be an interesting one, somebody we've not seen much of in NXT, and what, we've not seen much of him in a title picture sort of way, and he seems to have disappeared over the last couple of tapings as well in NXT, so there's a lot of interesting dynamics in this one. Like I say, my money's on Baron Corbin, but as I've said, my money has not been very well bet so far in these tournaments, so I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one. But again, a few of you have been getting them right. I think it was William Bannister. I think who's got a couple right now. I think he got tag team one right and women's one right. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it was William who got a couple right, so well done to him for getting them right. And I wonder if you'll get this one correct as well, William. I know I'm confident in Baron Corbin, at the same time I'm not confident because I picked him and I know what my picks are normally like. Sorry if I'm making a bit of noise in the background. I'm looking for my piece of paper that shows me the tournaments. I generally write them all down on a piece of paper so I know what I'm doing. And now I've lost my paper. I do have a lot of paperwork on my desk, so next in one of these. There it is. It's my folder of documents. Baron Corbin taking Heath Slater up and powerbombs him down. We've not seen much of Baron Corbin so far. Random match was. I think I've done a random match with him where he faced off against Bull Dempsey, but I think apart from that, I've not really used him a lot. Somebody who probably will get himself involved in the NXT Championship tour title picture as well at some point, but he's got a chance to go in to our Universe mode, which I should be uploading some point over the next week, our first weekly shows. Baron Corbin's got a great chance to go into that with a championship. Heath Slater, I'm not going to hold my breath for. I like Heath Slater. I'm one of the guys that I was going to say have a soft spot. That's probably not the best phrase to use. He's a bit of a cult hero, is Heath Slater, and I think quite a few people like him. And he will get opportunities in this Universe mode. I don't think he's going to take any of them, but he will get the opportunities. Baron Corbin thought he might have had it there, but it's not enough to keep Heath Slater down. Remember, damage retention is on in this tournament, so essentially you want to really get rid of your opponent as quickly as possible so you can take as little damage and as much energy into the second round. As Heath Slater going for a pin. Oh my word, I really thought Heath Slater had it then. That would have been an incredible turn-up for the books. Baron Corbin with that big right hand. Now taking Heath Slater up onto his shoulders. Big Samoan drop by Baron Corbin. Oh, we are going to have after this tournament, hopefully the Tag Team Championship Tournament NXT should be uploaded pretty soon after this. I'll tell you within the space of 3 or 4 hours, because that's how long it takes to record videos. Oh, sorry. That's how long it takes to upload these videos at the moment, because they are a lot longer than the old 2K16 one. So, yeah, keep an eye for that. That will be up pretty soon. And then I'm going to start, I think I'm going to get straight into Retro then, and then from Retro into Attitude, then Attitude into both Ring of Honor and Global Force Wrestling. And hopefully we'll get all these uploaded for you as soon as possible, and then we can start our weekly shows. Also, remember, Fallout 4 does come out this Tuesday, so if you're interested in Fallout 4, keep an eye out, because I will be doing a Let's Play on that as well. Mainly because I want to play it, and I just think it would be nice if there is anyone out there who wants to watch me play it, then great, because I'm going to be playing it either way, so it's a win-win situation, I suppose, as Heath Slater's doing a lot better against Baron Corbin here than we thought. Heath's up on the top rope. There's that big leg drop, and you know what? Heath Slater could do this here. He really could. I'd be surprised if he did, but I think he could do it, you know. Oh, Baron Corbin taking control once again now, and this stalking the fallen Heath Slater. Takes him up. End of days by Baron Corbin. Straight into the pin, and surely that is him safely through to the second round. And it is. Well done to Baron Corbin. He is our first qualifier from this first round into the second round, going into the semi-finals. And Heath Slater had his opportunities here, and we thought he had a chance of maybe doing this at one point, but Baron Corbin's strength just far too much for Slater. Big front suplex there by Baron Corbin. That wasn't enough earlier on. As you see, Heath trying to get back into this one, and there was that sort of reverse cutter. Went for a pin there, and that was a 2 count, but it was very close to a 3. I just imagine how amazing it would have been here this evening if Heath Slater had actually knocked out Baron Corbin in the first round. Not necessarily saying that he would have gone on to win the competition, but it would have thrown this tournament completely wide open. There's no reason why he could have done it. Like I said, it seems to be on this game that rating is not everything, as we've seen in quite a lot of our competitions. I'm not entirely sure that anybody who went into one of these tournaments the highest rated has actually come out on top. And there was the end of days with the pin. And Baron Corbin, we will see him again later on this evening in our first of our semi-finals. He made short work of Heath Slater. Can he make short work of his next opponent, which of course will be the winner of our next first round match? And here is that second first round match. It will be Curtis Axel taking on Solomon Crowe. Obviously for the right to go on and face Baron Corbin in our first semi-final later on this evening. And here we go. Of course, Curtis Axel is going to be one of the main roster guys who's going to take up a position here in NXT alongside the likes of Bo Dallas. There's Heath Slater, Neville, Zack Ryder, Xavier Woods as well. There's quite a few of the people on the top end of WWE that have dropped to work NXT as well as WWE. That's just really to give us a more varied roster, a much bigger roster in NXT as well. Plus it will give a chance for guys like Curtis Axel and Heath Slater and that to get more TV time, because of course on the current day roster they're not going to be involved too heavily. And of course we have here Solomon Crowe, somebody who I'm a big fan of. I watched him quite a lot in indie wrestling as Sami Callihan, especially in the likes of Combat Zone Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. He was absolutely fantastic. Of course, he has debuted on NXT. Not been seeing a lot of recently, I don't think. So this is a chance for him to really take control of this upper mid-card championship, the TV title here in NXT. Of course, the winner of this match is going to have a very, very, very difficult semi-final against Baron Corbin, who has already breezed easily through Heath Slater here this evening. So both of these guys once again will be hoping to be able to squeeze past the other one without much trouble really. They really need to get through as quickly as possible and go in with as much energy as they possibly can against the likes of Baron Corbin. Great suplex there by Solomon Crowe. And of course in our next match we have Johnny Gargano, who, as I mentioned earlier, he's somebody who's worked quite a few of the recent NXT tapings alongside Tommaso Ciampa as well. They both worked a few of them tapings as a tag team and as singles competitors as well. They're not officially signed as of yet, but I can't imagine it'll be too long before the WWE does finally take them on full time. They're both very, very good wrestlers, so I can't see why they wouldn't. And of course, we'll probably see both of those as well, Gargano and Ciampa, involved in the Tag Team Title Championship Tournament thingamajiggy here in the NXT. That'll be our next video uploaded, the last of our NXT Championship tournaments uploaded. I've not really got pen on paper yet who's going to be in that competition. There's a lot of tag teams in NXT this year. So I'll have to figure it out straight after this one who's going to be in that. I would like to see Gargano and Ciampa in there, but if there's more legitimate tag teams like the Vaudevillains, Enzo and Cass, and people like that, then I might give the position to them. Crowe now bringing Axel away from that rope, and there's a great snap suplex. As I apologise, there's a lot of noises in the background of this video, isn't there? I just hear some random sirens going flying past my flat there. When I started this video, the alarms were going off in the house opposite, so it's been a bit of a loud video so far, but I'm hoping it's not affecting it too much. Solomon Crowe, they have a great figure four leg lock, and I did put my PlayStation on yesterday morning, and when I put it on, it popped up and had those magical words, WWE 2K16 has a software update, would you like to do it? And I did it, and it looks like now I can create championship matches in the universe wherever I like, so that is a massive advantage for us. It's really going to help us out, and it makes me a lot more excited to get this universe mode up and running now. I was sort of hoping they would get that sorted by the time we've done all our championship tournaments so we can start going. Axel there looked like he was going to go for the perfect plex, but it was reversed by Solomon Crowe, who managed to catch him in that Northern Light suit. I forgot the word now. That was a Northern Light suplex, was it? My mind's gone completely blank now. Solomon Crowe with a Death Valley driver. Pulls Axel away from the ropes, and Crowe could sneak through pretty easily here as well. There's a big splash on Curtis Axel. Can Crowe sneak through here? 1, 2. No, it's only a 2 count. Curtis Axel kicks out. Solomon Crowe can't believe it. And Crowe's going to be a great part of our universe mode. Like I say, he's a guy that I really like. I watched him a lot in indie wrestling, so I'm really happy to have him as part of our universe mode, and it's going to be interesting how we use him. I think this is much more his level, this sort of upper mid-card. Not quite sure he's quite ready to go for the NXT title, but we'll have to see what happens. If he builds up a lot of momentum and becomes unbeatable, then it has to be given that opportunity, but it's going to be very difficult because there's a lot of fantastic wrestlers in the NXT roster. We've already seen it once with the NXT Championship Tournament. You got the likes of Finn Balor, Hideo Itami, Apollo Crews. Who else you got? Other people as well. Tyler Breeze, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Neville. We've got some fantastic names down here in NXT, and it's really going to be difficult for anybody to get a championship, let alone one of these guys that are starting things off a bit lower down the card. Oh, great move there by Solomon Crowe. Taking the tornado DDT the whole way round, just sort of garroting Curtis Axel over that top rope. And can Crowe continue the assault? He does now, just slowing the pace of the match down with that headlock on the grounded opponent, Curtis Axel. But Axel fights his way back up with that headlock of his own. Both guys colliding. Axel throwing Crowe off that far rope, so both guys just run into each other. And it was enough time for Crowe to catch Axel. There's a powerbomb. Big move there by Solomon Crowe, and as you can see, it was a bit more difficult for him. Took a lot of energy out of him, but it's enough. Solomon Crowe taking Curtis Axel out after that big powerbomb. It took a lot of energy out of Solomon Crowe to hit that, but it was enough to put him through. So it's going to be Solomon Crowe versus Baron Corbin, and that's going to be a very interesting match later on. But of course, we still have 2 more first round matches for you before we get to that one. As we see some of the highlights, and there's some more people with annoying signs in the bloody way. Is that Death Valley drive by Crowe? Of course, very similar to John Cena's attitude adjustment. Well, John Cena's attitude adjustment is a Death Valley driver. Solomon Crowe there with a pin from the Death Valley driver. And this is where Curtis Axel thought he was trying to get back on top. You see him throwing Solomon Crowe into the corner. And at this point he was getting back in control, Curtis Axel. But you see Crowe with a reversal. That running enziguri. And here it is, you see Axel just throwing Crowe off that far rope. They both come back and sort of clash. I think Crowe was going for a shoulder block, but Axel outstrengthed him, but then Crowe just caught Axel straight away into that powerbomb. See, it took it out of Crowe. He went dropped to one knee, but it was enough to finish off Curtis Axel for the 3 count. So we will see Solomon Crowe again later on this evening in the semi-finals for this NXT Television Championship. But who else will be able to make it there? We're going to find out right now. And here is the third of our let's start that again. Here's the third of our first round matches. It's Bo Dallas taking on Johnny Gargano. And here we go. And I mentioned Gargano already a couple of times this evening. Somebody who's worked various of the NXT tapings recently. Not officially signed yet by WWE, but they have got a good working relationship with Evolve, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that one there. You see Gargano managing to get the upper hand here on Bo Dallas, and both guys showing some great chain wrestling ability here. And it is Gargano who comes out on top. Now, of course, Gargano is going to be part of our NXT roster, but Gargano is also going to be working Ring of Honor and Global Force Wrestling. Until anything is official with Gargano being signed up to NXT, we will have him working all 3 shows. As soon as something official comes out, then of course we will solely have him working at NXT. But at the moment, that's currently what he's doing. He's still working his indie dates alongside his NXT dates, so we're just sort of keeping it along with real life at the moment. And that's going to be the same with Tommaso Ciampa as well. Ciampa's going to be working NXT, but he's also going to be working Ring of Honor and Global Force until something comes up. Until we're completely sure that he's been signed up by NXT. Bo Dallas, of course, will be working both the NXT as well as current day roster as well. We do have some plans for Bo Dallas, something that Jay and myself have been thinking up, and it's going to be an interesting one, that, and it's going to be something that I think we're all going to like to see. And I've got another idea as well. I've sort of mutated that idea onto a big sort of storyline feud that we're going to use on the main roster at one point. It's going to involve quite a few people. Something that I don't think Jay knows about. I've just been making this one up on my own. I've got it all listed down how I want to do it, and it's going to culminate in a really, really big match at the end. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to take a while to get that one sorted, but I promise if you do keep tuned, it is going to be a great one, that is. As Gargano in control of this match again. Remember, the winner of this match will go on to face the winner of our next first round matches, is Tyler Breeze versus Tyson Kidd. Tyler Breeze is doing quite well so far. I think he's been involved in the Intercontinental Championship in the current day roster. He was involved in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament on the current roster. He was involved in the NXT Championship tournament, and now he's been involved in the NXT Television Championship tournament as well. So Tyler Breeze getting a lot of opportunities. Can he take this one and pick up some gold? Gargano taking Bo Dallas up, but Dallas with that knee to the head manages to fight free, and Gargano with a jawbreaker as well. Be interesting if Gargano can pick up the NXT Television Championship, because of course if he goes across, and he'll still be working, like I said, he'll still be working his Ring of Honor and Global Force dates, so we could see him in Global Force Wrestling and Ring of Honor with that NXT Television Championship. Now that'd be a very interesting concept. That could be. Same as well if he is involved in that Tag Team Championship tournament, which, like I've said, will be the next video uploaded here. Again, he could end up walking out in a Ring of Honor and Global Force Wrestling, holding an NXT Tag Team Championship as well. So it's going to be interesting. That's one of the good things about working several rosters this year, is that you have got that sort of mix, and you can walk around the championships. It might not be very realistic in some cases, especially because I've got a couple of guys that are working both Retro roster and Attitude this year. And of course, if they have a championship, it's going to look a bit dodgy. It will look a bit dodgy if they walk out in obviously they walk out in the Attitude Era with the WWF Championship when obviously that's the Retro Rosters Championship. But we will cross that bridge when we come to it. I'll probably try to avoid having the same champion for both anyway. And like I said, we're not going to have the entrances in the Universe mode unless it's a special match. If it's the culmination of a feud, if it's a championship match, or of course if it is a pay-per-view. Pay-per-views will have all of the entrances just to try and make it a bit more special. Of course, championship matches on like NXT or Monday Night Raw, things like that, will see all the entrances as well. So It's just to really try to speed the whole thing up, because I've been recording these tournaments. I think I've got one so far that was under an hour. So I don't want to keep you guys for too long, because I know a lot of you don't really want to watch that sort of longer video. Oh, it's Gargano here setting Bo Dallas up. What's this? Big boot to the head of Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas' head straight against that post. Gargano slides back into the ring, and the referee is still counting. He's up to a 7. Bo Dallas back up to his feet somehow. How has he done that? Slides back in the ring, and this match continues. Gargano there with the Northern Lights suplex. Doesn't go for the pin there. Brings Bo Dallas back up to his feet and then sends him back over the top rope, crashing to the ground. And Gargano, we're seeing a much more aggressive Gargano here. As again he brings Bo Dallas back up to his feet, but Dallas with a reversal, sending Gargano over the top of his head to the ground below. Bo Dallas with a backbreaker on the outside as well now. Referee's lost all sort of control of these two, and they've got to remember that with damage retention being on in this tournament, the longer this carries on like this, the more damage these guys are going to take in to the next round, as Dallas elbow drop from the top rope to the outside on Johnny Gargano, and that's not going to do very well for Bo Dallas either, but it's been effective for what he wanted. He's done the damage to Johnny Gargano. Gargano back up to his feet there with that back elbow, but Bo Dallas still in control with that backbreaker. Remember, as I said, the winner of this match does have to go on to face the winner of Tyler Breeze versus Tyson Kidd later on this evening in the second semi-final. And at this rate, I bet both Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd are rubbing their hands together thinking they're going to have a really easy semi-final, whichever one actually gets through. Both these guys taking a lot of damage, and the match still continues as Johnny Gargano beats the 10 count. Bo Dallas with that hip toss in for the pin. Has the damage been done already? No, it hasn't. Gargano kicks out. Dallas can't believe it. Big right hand there by Johnny Gargano. Boot to the stomach. Oh, a spiked DDT there by Gargano, and Bo Dallas been busted open with that. You see the blood. Gargano with a pin. Oh, no way. Bo Dallas kicks out. Gargano can't believe it. He only managed to drape one arm over the top of Bo Dallas. If he'd managed to maybe put his entire body weight across the upper body of Dallas, he might have got a bit of a better result there. And this match still continues on. Both these guys look absolutely knackered now. Of course, Bo Dallas losing blood as well. Bo Dallas just draping his body weight onto the top of Gargano, who was neck first across the middle rope. Now Dallas lining Gargano up. What does he have in plan here? There's a butterfly DDT by Bo Dallas into the pin. 1, 2, and a 3, and that's it. Bo Dallas picks up the victory over Johnny Gargano, and he's going through to our semi-final later on this evening to face the winner of Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd up next, of course, as we see some of the highlights. And it was a very even match. I'll have to give it that. Gargano and Bo Dallas both had a lot of aggression to each other. But like I said, I think it's going to be very, very difficult for either of these two guys. Well, it's going to be very difficult for Bo Dallas now, should I say, to get through the semi-final. He's taken a lot of damage, and he was busted open as well. To go against either Tyson Kidd or Tyler Breeze in the semi-final after going through the sort of hell he's gone through here, it's not going to be easy at all. I suppose you've also got to think that we don't know as of yet what's going to happen in the Tyson Kidd-Tyler Breeze match. They could absolutely destroy each other. They could end up going 30 minutes. We don't know. So it's not all doom and gloom. And here's the boot to the head here, you see. Bo Dallas there. Big boots. Just head crushed against that steel post. And Gargano might have thought he'd won it there by count out, but Bo Dallas just had enough to get back up and in the ring before the 10 count. And you just see Bo Dallas stalking the ground of Gargano, and there it was, the butterfly DDT. That was enough to finish Gargano off and put Bo Dallas through to our semi-final later on this evening. Well done to Bo Dallas, as you see the blood continuing to flow down the forehead. Will that loss of blood affect him later on this evening? We'll have to wait and find out, I suppose. It might end up spurring him up as we see Bo Dallas going for a victory lap. Might be a little bit premature going for a victory lap. Of course, he's only got through the first round. He still has at least, well, he still has at most 2 more matches left this evening. If he can pick up a victory in the semi-final, he's going to have to go against the winner of Baron Corbin versus Solomon Crowe as well. So I think a victory lap might be pretty premature here. And here we go, the last of our first round matches, and probably the best of our first round matches. Save the best till last. We've got Tyler Breeze versus Tyson Kidd. The winner of this one will go on to face Bo Dallas later on in the second of our 2 semi-finals. As I've said earlier on, Tyler Breeze had a lot of opportunities for gold so far in our universe mode. Not successfully taken any of them as yet though. Of course, he's been involved in the NXT Championship Tournament, involved in the WWE Cruiserweight Championship Tournament, the WWE Intercontinental Championship Tournament, and of course here in the NXT Television Championship Tournament as well. And these two are probably going to be 2 of the top sort of upper mid-card guys in the roster. I think they could both easily go for the NXT title as well, but for me, I think they might be at this sort of level where they could dominate this television title picture. Of course, both going to be working on the main roster as well. Both involved in that Cruiserweight title as well as maybe even looking a bit higher. And of course, Tyson Kidd involved with Cesaro with the Tag Team Championships as well. And we will probably see Tyson Kidd again in our very next video for the NXT Tag Team Championships as well. So be sure to keep an eye on that one. I really like the idea of having Cesaro and Tyson Kidd down here. I'm not saying that they deserve to be in. I'm not saying they deserve to be in the developmental NXT at all. I'm just saying that they're 2 very, very good wrestlers whose styles match very, very well with a lot of the guys down here. That's why we brought the likes of Neville and Owens, keeping them down here as well, just because it will really help us with fantastic storylines and incredible matches as well. See Tyler Breeze now twisting the neck of Tyson Kidd, and I'm going to play around with the momentum a bit more in this game as well. The last few videos I've done, I've had the momentum on fast. It seems to be doing a lot more in this tournament than others, but it has sped the matches up a little bit, and I think that's going to be important because if we do that in our normal weekly shows, we'll speed the matches up with a high momentum. But of course, if there is a big match, if there is a championship match or something like that, we'll put it back up to medium. Especially on all pay-per-views as well, we go back down to medium just so we get the full effect of the matches. But of course, if we start an episode of Monday Night Raw with Adam Rose versus Bo Dallas, you guys don't want to watch it if it's going to last 10-15 minutes a match. You want to get that match out the way. It's still going to be a good match. Of course, we are still going to see a lot of the great sort of stats that we like to see. A lot of great finishing maneuvers and signatures and big impact moves as well. So I don't think it detracts too much. I just think it makes sure that none of these matches get... Let's make sure none of these matches just goes too long. It's a little bit boring. But of course, a match like this, Tyson Kidd versus Tyler Breeze, this match is never going to be boring. As Tyler Breeze with that big super kick. Oh, and he almost had Tyson Kidd down there already. That would have been an incredibly quick victory for Tyler Breeze. That would have really helped him out against Bo Dallas in the next round. Of course, Bo Dallas has taken a lot of damage and was busted open in that previous match against Johnny Gargano. Great reversal there by Tyler Breeze. Caught Tyson Kidd as Tyson was trying to get Tyler back up to his feet. And vice versa there as well. Tyson catching Tyler Breeze with an uppercut. Spinning heel kick to the stomach by Tyson Kidd, but Breeze there with a jawbreaker. And both of these two guys just really catching the other one with a lot of reversals. I'm pretty sure they had a match in one of our other tournaments. I'm not 100% sure. So a quick look. I've got a feeling they might have clashed in the Cruiserweight Championship. No, they didn't. They did not clash in that tournament. They would have done. They would have done, but somebody got knocked out very, very early on to somebody we were not expecting. Of course, you can see the Cruiserweight Championship title tournament. If you look at the description below, you will find the link to the WWE playlist. That was part of that. It was a great championship tournament, and of course we crowned our first Cruiserweight champion going into our current day roster. We're going to have another Cruiserweight Championship down the Attitude Era as well. That's going to involve more of the guys like Rey Mysterio. You're going to have Tajiri's going to be down there as well. Jushin Thunder Liger is going to be involved in that tournament, I believe. We're going to have quite a few. Brian Kendrick and Paul London I've got down there as well. But there's going to be quite a lot. There's also going to be a hardcore championship down there as well in the Attitude Era. So that's going to be a very, very entertaining little roster, that one. I'm not quite sure what to do with the hardcore championship yet. Whether just to do a... I might do a different type of tournament. I might do one myself. Just have a... I don't know whether just to do it a bit shorter, because having that many hardcore singles matches in one night probably isn't going to be as entertaining. So maybe if we just did like one big fatal four-way for the hardcore championship, maybe with a belt on the line, or I'm not sure. I'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. It's going to be a couple of days before I get there, I think. Going to try and get the retro roster out the way straight after NXT, and that just leaves us with Ring of Honor, Global Force, and Attitude Era left. I have to have a think about that one. Of course, just like the current day roster, Attitude Era is going to have two main championships as well. We're going to have the WWF Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to again give us a chance to use a lot more of the top end guys. Because on last year's game, I only had one major championship in Attitude and one on the current day roster, and it sort of limited the amount of people we could use, and we did end up not using people for months upon months upon months, and then them getting an opportunity. Guys like The Undertaker, we didn't see him at all. He had a couple of feuds, and then he disappeared. He had one title shot, and then he disappeared. So by having two championships, it means we can just involve more top level guys. As Tyson Kidd so close to pick up the free count there over Tyler Breeze, but Tyler kicks out on the verge of free. And there's another super kick by Tyler Breeze. Is that enough to finish Tyson Kidd off? It is. Tyler Breeze, that super kick was enough to finish Tyson Kidd off, and Tyler Breeze is going on to face off against Bo Dallas in the second of our semi-finals here this evening for a chance to be in the final for the NXT Television Championship. As you see Tyler Breeze, that super kick. He used a couple of them in the match. That was the first one. It was not enough to finish Tyson Kidd off. This is where he threw him over that top rope. Tyson managed to hold on though and fight his way back into the ring with that springboard overcastle. So it was Tyler Breeze stalking Tyson Kidd, but Kidd caught him. And there's that big complete shot. Tyson must have thought he had it won there, just turning the dead weight of Tyler Breeze over. But it was not enough. And there it was, a super kick. That's what finished Tyson Kidd off, the second super kick of the match. And Tyler Breeze picks up the free counter. He's going on to face off against Bo Dallas later on this evening. Remember, Bo Dallas is not in the best condition at the moment. He got busted open in that first round. He went for a difficult match against Johnny Gargano as well. He got his head booted against that ring post. So Tyson Kidd is out. Tyler Breeze, I think he's got a very good chance of getting straight through to the final to face off against the winner of our first semi. Of course, that's going to be Baron Corbin and Solomon Crowe. That's coming up next. But before that, we will have a quick look at the brackets. And as promised, here are the brackets before we get into the semi-finals. Right, our first semi-final will be Baron Corbin, who defeated Heath Slater, taking on Solomon Crowe, who defeated Curtis Axel. We'll also see Bo Dallas, who defeated Johnny Gargano, taking on Tyler Breeze, who we just saw defeat Tyson Kidd. And as I just said, our first semi-final is Baron Corbin taking on Solomon Crowe. And here we go. My guess for this competition was Baron Corbin. He had a very easy first round match against Heath Slater. Will that help him out here this evening? I think Solomon Crowe got through virtually unscathed against Curtis Axel as well. So maybe that's just helped Solomon out a little bit. But for me, I think Baron Corbin is still probably the stronger of these two guys. And I think this, yeah, like I said from the very beginning, I can't see anyone else getting the championship here apart from Baron Corbin. He's a dominant force here in this TV title tournament. He was very unhappy at not being involved in the NXT Championship tournament, but of course there was just so many big, strong names in there that there wasn't a place for him at the time. he was put into this TV title tournament though, just to keep him happy, and he's determined to take the gold with him now. They just throw Solomon Crowe over the top rope, bringing Crowe back up to his feet and straight into them ring steps. Baron Corbin just using the environment to his advantage as well, just dominating poor old Solomon Crowe. But Crowe with the armbar on the outside. Big right hand and a discus lariat as well by Solomon Crowe. Slides back into the ring. He's going to try and win this one with count out. No, he's up onto the turnbuckle. And we know Solomon Crowe is a bit of a nutcase. Big splash. A big splash by Solomon Crowe to the outside. The grounded Baron Corbin. And Corbin might have got through Heath Slater easier. But it looks like Solomon Crowe is not going to give him much of an easy choice here this evening. Solomon Crowe is really giving him what for. Baron Corbin slides back into the ring and Solomon Crowe back up in there as well. Corbin looks annoyed. Looks like it's a signaling for the beginning and the end. But straight away, Solomon Crowe with that Hurricanrana. And like I said, my choices in these tournaments never seem to do very well. Solomon Crowe takes Baron Corbin down now, building up a head of steam. Ducking out the clothesline from Baron Corbin. Now there's the power slam. A big splash by Solomon Crowe as well. In for the pin he goes. 1, 2. He's done it. Oh my God. What has happened here? Every single time I make a guess on this game, I get proved wrong every single time. Not only has Solomon Crowe defeated Baron Corbin, he's absolutely destroyed Baron Corbin here this evening. I'm surprised apart from the early parts of this match, Solomon Crowe has absolutely dominated. He attacked and brutalised Baron Corbin on the outside. And here he is with this head of steam, couple of clotheslines, ducking that one, in for the power slam, followed up by the big splash. Come back up to his feet and thought to himself, oh God, I better pin him. Went for the pin and it actually was enough to keep him down. So Baron Corbin has been eliminated and Solomon Crowe goes on to our big final later on this evening. Crowe is only one more victory away now from the NXT Television Championship. And he's picked up a very easy win over Baron Corbin. Yeah, just amazing. And here comes our second semi-final. It's the busted open Bo Dallas taking on the Prince of Pretty, Tyler Breeze. And here we go. Who's going to come out on top of this one? I think Tyler's probably in a better condition than Bo Dallas is. And I think he's going to be able to to go forward and just pick Bo Dallas off, just pick his opportunity and take the man out. But Bo Dallas is going to do as much as he possibly can to make sure that does not happen. Of course, the winner of this match will go on to face off against Solomon Crowe in our main event here this evening. And that will be for the first ever NXT Television Championship. And it'd be pretty fitting if Solomon Crowe wins it, since he is the man whose gimmick is essentially taken over the airwaves. And to become the television championship would would really suit his personality. Oh, there's my USB. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Hurricanrana there by Tyler Breeze. Yeah, it would really suit Solomon Crowe to have that mid-card championship. Plus, as I said earlier on, I'm a big Solomon Crowe fan, so I would love to see him as the champion as well. Tyler Breeze up on the top. Big elbow drop on Bo Dallas, in for the pin. This could be a quick victory as well. No, I thought that was all. I thought the referee's hand hit the mat 3 times then. I paused for a second because I thought this was over, but evidently it is not. Bo Dallas is still in this one. Tyler Breeze stalking Bo Dallas as he makes his way back to his feet, but Dallas catches him with that arm drag. Dallas now throwing Breeze into the corner. Big thump to the middle of the back, and now taking Tyler Breeze up onto the top turnbuckle and bring them down into the Tree of Woe. And Dallas just pushing his foot against the face of the Prince of Pretty. He's not going to be happy with that. There'll be no selfies after that. Breeze with that boot to the face of Bo Dallas. Dallas catches him in the front chance with a Breeze tripping the leg. And of course, both these guys will be hoping to be as unscathed as possible as they go into face off against Solomon Crowe. Crowe, believe it or not, had a very easy match against Baron Corbin. I can't believe still how easily Crowe just destroyed Baron Corbin. That was a real surpriser for me. As Tyler Breeze now stalking the grounded Bo Dallas. Beauty shot by Tyler Breeze, and surely that's enough to take Bo Dallas out of this one. And it is. We're going to see our big final next. It will be Tyler Breeze versus Solomon Crowe for the NXT Television Championship. As we have a quick look at some of the highlights here. This was the elbow drop earlier on by Tyler Breeze. It's a great move, this is. The off the top, big elbow. Went in for the pin, and I thought the referee's hand came down 3 times here. I know the camera angle wasn't great, but that for me just looked like a free count. And there's a beauty shot by Tyler Breeze. That finished Bo Dallas off. Bo Dallas had a very, very difficult first round match against Johnny Gargano, and he never really managed to get into this match here against Tyler Breeze. Breeze, like I said, it's about the 4th or 5th championship tournament he's been in now, and he's finally made his way all the way to the final. Can he finally taste the gold here this evening? We'll have to find out next. And here it is, the final here this evening. Solomon Crowe versus Tyler Breeze for the NXT Television Championship. And here we go with the entrances here in this NXT Television Championship Tournament final match. It's the first time I've seen the Solomon Crowe entrance. I'm hoping it's not... I'm hoping it's a good one. It's not a dodgy one. I know some of these guys I've downloaded have got pretty dodgy entrances, and I've not actually checked. This looks pretty good. I'm happy enough with this. So far, anyway. And will it be this man? Will it be Solomon Crowe that walks out of here with the NXT Television Championship? I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty happy with this final. I think 2 of the guys that I really hoped would win this championship are both here, so I'm very happy either way, no matter who wins this one. But like I say, my money from the offset was on Baron Corbin. He was the strongest man in the competition. But I'm hoping now. I don't know. Like I say, I'm happy with whoever wins, but I hope it's Solomon Crowe. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Solomon Crowe. I didn't expect him to get this far, to tell the honest truth. I thought he might have got knocked out early on, especially against Baron Corbin. I thought that was a guarantee that Corbin was going to go through to the final on this one. But evidently not. Solomon Crowe had different ideas. But are those ideas going to continue on to help him defeat this man right here? The Prince of Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze. Selfie stick in hand, making his way down to the ring. Doesn't look like his app's working very well at the moment, though, does it? And I'm pretty sure we're supposed to see him in the background on the big screen as well. That doesn't seem working, but either way, we could be seeing this man walking down to the ring on our first episode of NXT television with a championship belt around his waist. That's a distinct possibility that could happen. Or will it be the man rolling out of the ring right now, Solomon Crowe? Both these guys have taken quite a bit of damage this evening, but I think they're both in pretty decent condition. We're going to see a decent match between these two. But Solomon Crowe, after such a dominant win over Baron Corbin, I just fancy him to come out on top on this one. He really showed what he can do, just dominating one of the biggest men on this NXT roster. And when you defeat Baron Corbin that easily, then surely Tyler Breeze can't be too much competition for you. No offense to Tyler Breeze, he's a fantastic wrestler, but the domination of Baron Corbin just surprised me so much earlier on. See Tyler Breeze dropping the selfie stick. The fans are really into this one. There's the NXT Television Championship being held high. Who will it be at the end of the match holding that belt high? Solomon Crowe or this man, Tyler Breeze? There's the bell and we are underway in this NXT Television Championship Finals. As Tyler Breeze straight into control with that headlock on Solomon Crowe. Just continuing to hold Crowe down, trying to weaken him, just suck as much energy out of him as possible at the beginning of this match, but Crowe fights back with those elbows to the stomach and manages to break the hold. Now Crowe taking Tyson Breeze straight up, and there's a sit-out powerbomb. Remember, he used a powerbomb to beat Curtis Axel in the very first match here this evening. Solomon Crowe just taunting the downed opponent, Tyler Breeze now. Can he finish this off? And he looks for the combination he used to defeat Baron Corbin earlier on. He's hit it. This could be it. This could be it. In for the pin. 1, 2. No, Tyler Breeze kicks out. That was the combination that defeated Baron Corbin just a couple of matches ago, and it was nearly enough for Solomon Crowe to win the NXT Television Championship. There's the spinebuster by Solomon Crowe. And now lock it in, a stretch muffler submission hold. The stretch muffler by Solomon Crowe on Tyler Breeze, not enough. Crowe has to drop Breeze. A lot of energy sustained to hold Breeze's weight up like that. Now in for the pin by Solomon Crowe, and again Tyler Breeze kicks out after a 2, and Solomon Crowe is just dominating this tournament though. Every single person he's come against, he's just destroyed. I was surprised he walked through Baron Corbin so quickly, but he's absolutely dominating Tyler Breeze here as well. But Tyler there with a reversal arm drag over the top, bringing Solomon Crowe into the middle, and a big punt to the back there by Tyler Breeze on Solomon Crowe. Breeze making his way up onto the top rope, went for the elbow drop, but Solomon Crowe rolled out of the way. In for the pin there by Crowe. Oh, he's using the middle ropes. 1, 2, 3. He's got it. Solomon Crowe wins the television championship, but his feet were on the middle ropes. Solomon Crowe using... I wonder why he pulled Tyler Breeze into that position. He could have gone for the pin straight away. That is very, very interesting, and that may have just helped us start our very first feud in NXT, that one, I tell you. There's the pin. That was only for a 2 count though, off that combination. The same combination that did defeat Baron Corbin earlier on this evening. Here is Solomon Crowe's stretch muffler. Big submission hold. Had to release it after a while because the amount of energy it takes to hold somebody's weight up like that. You see him rolling Tyler Breeze over again. It was only for a 2 count. And here you see Tyler Breeze going for the big elbow from the top rope. Crowe just rolls out the way, and you see Crowe just pulling Tyler Breeze around here. And then going in for the pin. When the referee gets down, Crowe using his feet on the middle ropes to pick up extra elevation. Referee did not see it. And Solomon Crowe is your first ever NXT television champion. There he is with the belt. Very, very interesting the way he's won it. I'm pretty sure Tyler Breeze is not going to be happy with that. I'm pretty sure we've got ourselves a fantastic feud to start our universe mode off with in NXT as well. Ladies and gentlemen, your first ever NXT television champion here in this universe mode in WWE 2K16, Solomon Crowe. And here we see the confirmation. Solomon Crowe defeated Curtis Axel in the first round, dominated Baron Corbin in the second round, and picked up a cheap victory over Tyler Breeze to win the NXT Television Championship. Well, anyway, guys, that is the end of this episode, the end of our NXT Television Championship title tournament. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, make sure you hit that like button for Solomon Crowe being our first ever NXT television champion as well. If you're not already, then be sure to subscribe as well, because I will be uploading daily 2K16 footage all the way till 2K17 probably. So if that's what you're looking for, then that's absolutely great. And of course, next week I'll be uploading some Fallout 4 footage as well. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the NXT Tag Team Title Tournament, which should be uploaded very, very soon.